Williams sisters' dominance. They've been unbelievable all year. Both Serena and Venus have looked unbeatable. But this week they've been vulnerable. They've been a little bit erratic. And I think that Kim Clijsters and Jennifer Capriati are two of the few players that really can break up that all-Williams final because they have the speed and they have the power.
So just two more matches to try and split that up. And I think it would be a different tone to start 2003 if either Clijsters or Capriati can win today.
Yeah, it's a very big if, though. There's another if. How nice would it be if the older sister was able to turn things around, because for three major matches now, 3 slams, she has lost to young Serena.
Well, Venus is looking for her biggest title of this year, and one of the things that we're going to look for in the match is her ability to come to net effectively. She does everything else so well, but what about that element of her game?
Well, it's kind of frightening that Venus Williams has some room for improvement in her game, and that would be the one area that we would pick on. She is so aggressive. She has such a big serve. She should take advantage of the opportunity she gets to come forward. She's so intimidating across the net to know that she's got such long reach. It's hard to pass her. Technically, she's improved a lot at the net. Her volleys are so much better, much more effective. So in order for Venus to take that next step and challenge her sister again, she will have to take more opportunities and close more points out at the net.
Venus moves so quickly up to the ball. This volley is technically just sound. She just hits it into the net. And Venus Williams today is playing against a player that is really going to give her some problems. That's why she needs that extra bit of domination. When you think about Kim Clijsters, Mary Jo, and everything that she does well, her movement and her power of her movement really stands out.
That's the best thing that Kim Clijsters does on the court. She really intimidates you with the speed, with the movement, because she gets so many balls back, and she can turn a defensive point into an offensive point. Against Justine Henin in the previous round, she did everything well. When Justine tried to play aggressively, Kim Clijsters was the backboard. She ran everything down. She's very agile on the court. She can change directions. She can slide sometimes if she needs to get herself back into a point. And on the run, a lot like Jennifer Capriati, she can come up with some major shots. Against Venus Williams, she will have to track a lot of balls down and wait for those opportunities to attack.
Another thing about movement, I think it says a lot about your attitude, and I have noticed that recently Kim Clijsters once again has a great skip in her step. She's very positive.
Well, and she's cruised through this championships, not losing a lot of games. She's with a lot of confidence. She's won 2 tournaments this fall, and I really believe that she's got the faith and the belief that she can beat Venus today.
You know what I like about women's tennis is that you give us these marquee matchups when it gets to the Final Four every time, and it has happened again here. Remember, Serena Williams, Jennifer Capriati, but coming up, it is the first live semifinal of this weekend, and it is Venus Williams, 3-time Grand Slam finalist, and Kim Clijsters.
Leg strain. 6'1", turned pro in '94. Was born pretty close to Staples Center in Compton, California. Now lives in Palm Beach Gardens.
You have to wonder if she hurt her leg playing against Monica Seles. We'll see how the movement is early on in the match.
Well, she's had a tough year. She hasn't won a major this year. She didn't play much in the fall, and we asked her about her 2002.
I think I can play well, and I know how to win the matches, and I can get out there and make it happen, but I don't think I put all the work in that I should have. But everyone has to have a break. Not one person can do it all the time, and the competition level is a lot different than what it used to be years and years ago, when there'd be one player dominating. Now there's a lot of players who can get out there and play well and beat you any day.
She still did not lose that often, Pam. She won 7 tournaments. No Grand Slams. In 2001, she won Wimbledon and the U.S. Open.
First point. Best of 3.
Kim Clijsters, still a teenager. Turned pro back in 1998. This is her 3rd championship. She reached the semis last year where she lost to Davenport. Was a couple of points away from winning that match. Losing at 7-6 in the 3rd.
Took out a countrywoman and the 4th seed, Justine Henin.
Boy, right away, Venus Williams is favoring that left leg. She's limping noticeably, and she's not putting anywhere near the normal amount of weight on the left side. We didn't see her pull up the other day against the Celis in the Celis match, and this was the half of the draw that had the day off. They did not play yesterday.
These two have played 4 times. Their last meeting came this summer. Venus won 6-4 in the third, very tight. Kim beat Venus earlier in the year in Hamburg in the finals of a clay court tournament. Clijsters always talked about how important it is to hang with Venus, to stay close to her in games and then just wait for a letdown to happen. And that's when she has to climb and capitalize.
Clijsters hold serve, and we asked her the other day about her style of play and what gets her motivated.
My motivation is always, to fight for every ball and to give yourself 100% in every match you play. Even if you're not feeling 100%, you still try to get the best out of you. And I think that's probably the only way how you can, turn matches around. Even if you're down, still fight. And I think, that's when you can get back into matches and win them. And even, if you lose them, I know for myself that I give myself 100%. So I've got nothing to blame myself for.
See that little skip there in her step? That's the normal Kim Clijsters that we got used to seeing when she came onto the scene in '99, 2000, the year she got the French Open finals in '01, losing that amazing match to Capriati. But midway through this year, that little skip, that bit of energy was sapped from her. But she has found it again late in 2002.
Knows about the psychology of competition. Her dad, Leo, nicknamed Lay, was the 1988 Player of the Year, soccer, the national soccer team of Belgium. Huge superstar. Of 30.
I'll tell you what, this does not look good at all for Venus Williams. I've seen her play with some injuries before. I've seen her knees strapped a lot. There's Richard looking on with some concern. I talked to him before the match. He didn't mention anything. Venus relies too much on her movement.
Very gingerly. We may see a withdrawal here. Pam, is that what you're suggesting?
Well, it all depends. If it's an injury that can warm up a bit, Venus, I didn't see her out on the court in the hour prior to this match, so hopefully she did some pretty good warm-up and get the muscle ready for, the kind of violent movement. But obviously right now, at the start of the match, it is not.
She was serving with her dad a couple of hours before. That doesn't require any running. Love 15.
This is the second year in a row that Kim Clijsters is involved in a semifinal at the year-end championships where an injury becomes a major part of the storyline. She was playing Lindsay Davenport last year and late in a great semifinal. Davenport pulled up with a knee injury.
Clijsters for 3 love first set. Clijsters has only lost 6 games in 2 matches here and has not lost a game yet against Venus.
ABC Sunday, when a father's betrayal is revealed.
I don't trust anything you say.
What more could possibly happen to shock you?
Hey. Hi.
A new
Injury and how that has hurt her so far. 3 games to love first set to Clijsters. 1 break.
And Venus only played 1 match coming into this championship since the U.S. Open. That was when she lost to Maggie Maleva in her opening match in Moscow. And she had that very physical match against Monica Seles 2 nights ago. And that's when you can injure things, is when you're not in that kind of match-tough physical shape. It's not the same as practice.
Still looks like she's moving very gingerly.
You know, if it was just the injury, and maybe you could deal with it, but the problem is your brain gets consumed by it, and then you really have a hard time executing any other parts of your game.
15 all. Game point Venus.
No parent likes to see their kid hurting out on the tennis court. Nothing you can do.
Do if you're in Clijsters' shoes now, because obviously her opponent is hurting. You've got to keep your concentration.
Well, that's the key. You just keep it. All you can do is what you can do, whatever the ball offers up. Your opponent can't move. It's not like you're going to start playing drop shots against Venus. You just got to stick with your game plan.
Deuce. You got it. Break point.
Big winning forehand return. Venus normally would get to that, even though it's well outside. And shot spot's going to show us it lands just a fraction on the inside of the line, mostly in the court.
Break point, second serve.
Venus would know by now if this injury was going to be warming up. That's why I think it doesn't look good for her to finish. And
Let's go down to Mary Jo with Lisa Hill, a WTA trainer.
Lisa, can you tell us a little bit about Venus's injury, how serious it is?
Well, she sustained the injury the other day in her match, and she has a strain of the muscle, and it's been wrapped for support, and just going to have to see how she does.
It's the type of injury that the more she plays, it'll warm up and feel a little bit better?
Oftentimes it is. When you have a muscle strain, when the muscle gets warmed up, you actually start to feel better. So, yeah, as she's moving around there, it actually might loosen up and be able to adjust to that.
Was there ever any talk about not playing in this match because it was hurting her so much?
No, she did not. No, she said she was good to go to come out and perform.
And is there any chance that it'll get worse the more she plays?
Any injury can get worse when you play, so that's always a risk that you take.
Thank you, Lisa. Back up to you, Cliff.
Tell you what, the WTA has an amazing department, health service department. They're all very well trained. They're not just athletic trainers. They're physical therapists. They have specialties that really help the players prevent injuries. And Lisa Heller is one of the best.
Muscle strain that might get better.
You notice Venus walked halfway to the chair umpire after 4-love. I thought she was ready to stop then.
Well, if she cannot get any better movement-wise, then she's got no chance against Clijsters, who is one of the quickest players on the tour. Clijsters has got a 5-game-to-love lead. Venus Williams not on the board yet. Walking slowly to the sidelines, but it looks like she may or may not. Just look on the chair umpire.
She's asked for the trainer to come back out. Call for Lisa Heller.
At least it's better than a default, which was one of the other things she might have been offering. But while we wait for the WTA Tour trainer, we'll take a quick break.
It's a beautiful morning. Ask your doctor about Vioxx, a prescription medicine from Merck. And find out if Vioxx is right for you. Vioxx.
Circle back to Cincinnati with those figures, you know. I'm worried about that.
Oh, no. It's off? Okay, I'll be right there. Guys, I gotta go.
I think we can achieve substantial.
No? What?
Pacific Rim.
That's awful. Really sorry, but I have to go.
The new Boxster. It is perhaps the perfect getaway car.
Guess who?
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Storm.
The dreaded telemarketer.
It's Strom.
Telemarketers got your number? Get the Telezapper, and soon those annoying calls will just about stop altogether. Available at stores everywhere.
To be a pinch hitter, the job being performed by a host of anonymous practitioners of this sweaty-palmed, knock-kneed art is to be a member of baseball's Breakfast Club. Talk to a major league pinch hitter and he'll offer this sentiment. As a pinch hitter, you have to work twice as hard as a regular player. All the while, they hope against hope that no matter how well they perform in this role, one fine day, they'll be released from it.
Venus Williams has just shaken hands with Kim Clijsters, congratulating her on a win. She is pulling out of this match. So the number 5 seed is through to the championship match. Then she went up to the chair umpire and thanked her. This is the unhappy face of the 3-time Grand Slam finalist, Venus Williams, who, because of the injury, the muscle strain, and Daddy Williams, with her arm around him, escorting her off.
I've never seen her so distraught, Venus Williams. I mean, she's had a lot of things happen to her on the tennis court that have made her upset, but professionally, this would really make her unhappy that she was unable to complete the match and that the injury was so bad, and that's the end of her year, which obviously by her grand standards was a little bit off, considering she won 2 majors in 2000 and in 2001.
In 3 Slam finals, losing them all to her sister, Serena. Now, trying to redeem herself here, has to pull out with an injury. More live coverage of the Home Depot Championships presented by Porsche.
It's a beautiful morning.
This is my favorite time to skate. I guess it's from all those years of 5 a.m. practices. But it's also the time when the pain and stiffness of osteoarthritis can be at their worst.
Ask your doctor about ways to help relieve the pain of osteoarthritis. Call 1-888-MERC55 for more information.
keep our highways beautiful. The 911 Carrera.
Hey, Chris, how you doing, man? Alrighty. Number 84, how you doing? Man. TJ, how you doing, pal? Good to see you.
Bill Parcells. Kind of a bummer, huh? You leave New England, Patriots win the Super Bowl. Ouch, that hurts.
I'll see you guys later.
See you, Chris.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good job, boy.
Sunday NFL Countdown, 11 a.m. on ESPN.
It's a beautiful morning. Ask your doctor about Vioxx, a prescription medicine from Merck. And find out if Vioxx is right for you. Vioxx.
Saddlebrook Resort serves up tennis like no other place. The home of top players including Martina Hingis and Jennifer Capriati, and the official resort of the Women's Tennis Association. The Saddlebrook Center features 45 courts in every Grand Slam surface. Saddlebrook is the ultimate resort with 2 Arnold Palmer signature golf courses, the Super Pool, gourmet dining, and a luxurious spa. Saddlebrook Resort, 30 minutes north of Tampa International Airport in Pasco County, the official resort of the WTA.
So the number 5 seed, Kim Clijsters of Belgium, will play for the championship here, the Home Depot Championships presented by Porsche, after Venus Williams, with an injury, had to pull out against Venus Williams, a loser in the semifinal. Let's go down to Mary Jo Fernandez now with a winner. Mary Jo.
Thanks, Cliff. Kim, when did you realize that something was wrong with Venus out there on the court?
Well, not even like in the warm-up, I couldn't even tell, you know, because you're just hitting the ball towards her. And from the moment that when I started serving, like balls wide, and I felt like she wasn't moving as well as she normally does, because normally she's a great mover. So that was definitely missing today.
So before the match, you did not know that she had gotten herself injured.
Yeah.
How tough was it to concentrate, knowing that you have an opponent that's not 100%, to keep your focus and your game going?
It's always tough because, you know, you feel sorry for her, but also you have to try to focus on your game, and you don't know if she's going to keep playing or if she's going to quit. So, you know, I just have to, you know, I said, well, don't look, just, you know, focus on your serves and try to make her move.
I know you're excited to go through, but it's disappointing having to go through in this manner. Do you think by any chance it's going to hurt you, because you've barely lost any games this championship, or are you more rested now to look forward to the final?
Well, it's not that I've had hardly any matches. I've had a lot of matches in the last few weeks coming towards this tournament, so I definitely feel comfortable. And but still, it's also nice to have some rest. But I would have liked to have played a little bit more matches. But I might go and hit some more later this afternoon and see what I'll do.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the final. You're going to play either Serena or Capriati. Who do you think is going to win that match? And then what will you have to do in the final?
Well, I thought Serena played very well in the first match she played, but I watched the match yesterday, and I think she was making a little bit more unfair errors there than in her previous match. But then and then Jennifer, I mean, she played a really good third set to end, so she must be feeling comfortable towards coming into the match against Serena. But I mean, I'm gonna really enjoy watching this match. I think, you know, I can relax now and enjoy like who's gonna win.
All right, but give us the pick. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think Serena.
Okay. Well, good luck in the final.
Thank you.
Well done today. Back up to you, Cliff.
Thanks, Mary Jo. It's obviously very disappointing for the tournament, and most of all for Venus Williams' injury, and so she is out. Kim Clijsters is in the championship match to take on either Serena Williams or Jennifer Capriati. Live coverage of that Williams-Capriati coming up here live.